Welcome to CUO Dwemer. This is part of the Cyrodiil Upgrade Overhaul, but it's a standalone part, which means you can run it on its own with other overhauls if you wish. This is made entirely out of modders' resources. People out there made armour, weapons, odd bits for Dwemer, all individually, and I've gathered them together in order to allow me to create an entirely new set of Dwemer mine levels. In these levels you'll find machines, ghostly Dwemer. They've all got audio from the new faction dialogue add-on for CUO. It's everything in here is Dwemer based, and it's all a modder's resource made by me and other people. The machines might not match the strict lore-based ones you'd expect to see in some cases, but that's simply because the lore-based ones were not available when I made this. I had to make do with whatever was available, and the ones I used were bloody good actually, so once you've added the voices they really do sound the part. As you can see, these mines have rooms and stuff and all decorated in Dwemer style, so they should be convincing enough for most people. Also, some of these furniture actually are animated. When you click on them, for instance, the chairs unfold and the beds unfold, thanks to Compton, who's now working with I think it's in the Black Marsh project. So you see how it works ending up there. Now, as you can see, there's nothing in here from the outside well, so when you actually step into these mines, the intention is you step into an ancient Dwemer mine, and therefore you shouldn't be seeing anything like a steel sword or steel armour here or any of the normal resources. What you're getting is everything is Dwemer. You've got Dwemer crates, Dwemer potions, Dwemer shelves, Dwemer cogs, Dwemer everything. Says it's supposed to be an experience that makes you convinced that you're in a Dwemer mine. Now, some NVIDIA users are reported having a black screen problem in these Dwemer mines. It doesn't surprise me because the lighting is a bit delicate in places, and NVIDIA cards cannot handle delicate lighting in Oblivion very well. But I am using an NVIDIA card, and as you can see, there's no black screens turning up in these videos, so whatever's going on, it's unique to some users. Although I have seen the black screen problem in the Renfia baths, I've never seen it in these mines. So I need to know the name of the mine the people who experience it are going into, so I can check it out myself. Once I'm told the name of the mine, I'll go there, find out what's going on and fix it. The other thing, as you may have noticed if you played the expansions for Morrowind like Tribunal, this looks very, very similar to the Tribunal mines, the Dwemer ones, right down to the ash piles on the floor. This is my intention. This is designed to match the Tribunal mines, because I figured outside of Morrowind this is likely to be what a Dwemer outpost looked like. Now we know, according to the game lore, the Dwemer existed outside of Morrowind. In fact, there's a base, a Dwemer base on the board, well, on an island off the coast of Hammerfell, which is at the opposite side of Tamriel. So there should be Dwemer mines in between Morrowind and Hammerfell as well. You know, because they basically exist everywhere, as other lore sources have told us in the past. It's rather sad to note that this was actually the last new mod I made for the Elder Scrolls community. This was made for the Cyrodiil Upgrade Overhaul, which was released in September 2008, and because I dared make an overhaul and did it in 3 months, not 3 years, I got flamed to hell by other overhaul creators and their fans. Come December I actually quit because I just had enough of it by then. So this was actually released as an early version where it's only combat and exploration, and was never taken further. I actually intended to take this a lot further than this. Like I do with all my mods, they start out as a basic exploration type thing with nothing else going on, and then I add the quests and the lore and everything else to the background to it after designing the locations first, which is what takes the time. Let's face it, this all took quite a while to actually create. But anyways, if I'd actually carried on developing it for the months after that, by now this would be full of Dwemer lore and quests. You'd be walking around here and you'd be finding the odd friendly character that was giving you background history and you know, basically Dwemer information. You know, there'd be all kinds of things that could be going on. I could be using these as quest locations, for example. You know, Dwemer quest locations, you could have people, you know, after artifacts hidden amongst these ruins which you have to go and find. There'd be loads of stuff. There's all kinds of potentially that never got explored because of the trouble I was getting from other overhaul creators. Which is a shame, but it just shows how sad they are for wanting to pick on another modder. This is why you shouldn't bash other people's mods, by the way. Leave them be, just let them enjoy themselves. You know, if they do something good, it'll inspire you to do better. If you do something good, it'll inspire them to do better. No point bitching about it afterwards. Anyway, since this is an underused side of Cyrodiil Upgrade Overhaul, and since there's so much that can be added to it yet, how about the people that view this tell me what they'd like to see in this if I develop it further? Use the comment tube on YouTube to leave a few comments, and if you like the idea of quests and Dwemer lore, you tell me in the comments field and I'll start looking into it, because the Dwemer lore is quite expansive. There's loads of it. For instance, the actual disappearance of the Dwemer, for instance, is a rather boring and hideous story which really needs binning and rewriting. But basically, this gold look you see comes from the dust that was created from the bodies of the actual Dwemer, I believe. It says when they died, they were turned to ash instantaneously, if you look at the Tribunal mod anyway, or Tribunal add-on. It says, and as a result of that, everything now looks gold. You see? The other thing as well, they were trying to create a god at the time, a Dwemer god. And they made a body called the Numidian to actually hold their god. And they were trying to, obviously, bring it to life and make it a god at the time and wipe themselves out in the process. It was a known risk they were taking, and one of their greatest heroes went ahead and did it anyway, and bang, wiped out his entire race. But that Numidian was later used by Tiber Septim as a kind of giant golem to, you know, create the Septim Empire. He used it as head of his armies to defeat province after province. Some of the provinces gave in rather than face him in battle. So, but they actually got the Numidian from I can't remember the name of the guy. It's one of the spiritual leaders in Morrowind. Oh, you know it is anyway. I'll have to look it up. But anyway, he actually got it from him as a gift when Morrowind joined the Empire. So there's lots and lots of lore going back all the way through the Elder Scrolls that concern the Dwemer. But it'd be nice just to go back and explore the Dwemer side on its own before Tiber Septim came along. I think that could be interesting. There's certainly room for it here, and I've got several mines and quest locations to use, so you let me know what you think anyway. Enjoy. Goodbye.